The DWI scandal continues to grow. Officers accepting bribes to not show up in court. And we now know attorneys were working with them to intentionally get people drunk.
Tonight, Target 7's Jason McNabb has uncovered more details on how this scheme was conducted.
Well, yeah, that's right, Doug and Shelley. We found one of the victims who was set up. His attorney tells us he got a call on his birthday from his attorney to go out for drinks. And this is how it ended.
Can you do me a favor, step out real quick.
This man has just been pulled over for riding between the lanes. Officer Justin Hunt is the one conducting the traffic stop.
Okay, sir, I'd like to give you some tests, see if you're safe to keep driving you and your passengers tonight, all right?
Yes, sir.
The man appears to have a hard time with the sobriety tests.
Started there, what?
Go ahead, sir, I'm not going to explain it again.
It's not long before he's placed into cuffs for DWI.
The best thing I'd tell you is you got yourself into this situation, not me.
But what the man about to be heading to jail doesn't know, this entire traffic stop was a setup.
So this was entrapment.
Oh, absolutely. He knew exactly where he was going to be.
Attorney Francis Carpenter now represents the man who got that DWI over a decade ago. A prior arrest led to him hiring attorney Thomas Clear, with his paralegal Ricardo Mendez standing close by.
He met Rick Mendez and Tom Clear as a result of a DWI that he had received.
Carpenter says in 2014, Mendez gave her client a call on his birthday.
He knew that it was his birthday from obviously the legal paperwork and said, hey, do you want to hang out? Let's go out. And, you know, my client was not good friends with him. He didn't socialize with him, but he was like, sure, you know, I'll go out with you and a bunch of guys.
The officer that arrested Carpenter's client recently pled guilty to federal charges for his role in what's being called the DWI enterprise scandal. He admitted that night that Mendez intentionally got the man drunk at this strip club.
Even to the point where he told my client that he was like, don't worry, man, I can drive.
But she says Mendez ended up telling her client he was too drunk and that he would have to be the one to drive. Just minutes after leaving the strip club, they were pulled over.
So do you believe Mendez intentionally got your client drunk?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. It was completely set up.
Former Officer Hunt admitted in court documents that Mendez called him to pull the man over.
Rick was communicating with the officer about where they were going to be, what time they were going to be there, and when they were leaving.
But Carpenter says going to jail was just the start of her client's troubles.
What happened to your client after the arrest?
He was in there for a couple of days, and during the time that he was in jail, his home was broken into.
Carpenter says around $300,000 worth of watches, gold bars, and guns were taken from the man's home. Police reports were filed. She suspects the person who broke in knew he was in jail.
These individuals knew that he was affluent and likely knew what he had in his safe, and he was targeted.
Carpenter also spearheading the class action lawsuit against the city for victims of the scandal. Her office is urging anyone who may have been targeted to come forward. For Target 7, I'm Jason McNabb.
If you have a story for us to investigate, call 505-884-6347 or email target7tips@koet.com.